Welcome to Crawl 207. My name's Larry. Today we're going to do a walk around of our overland rig. In today's video, we're going to do a brief walk around of our overland rig, which is long overdue, but here it is. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and the like button if you like it. And here we go. This is a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. We bought used, had a few miles on it, but had some stuff on it that was pretty desirable. We've done a few things to it since we've got it. Let's see, it had the bumper and the light and the snorkel and the rack. So it had quite a bit of stuff on it. But we put a different lift on it. We put a Clayton 2.5-inch Overland lift, and we put Falcon 3.3s, which give it a pretty good ride. Wheels and tires, these have been on numerous vehicles we've owned. They're pretty much wore out Patagonia Milestars, or Milestar Patagonia Series 1s or whatever. They've been okay tire. They've been all over the East Coast, and they've treated us pretty well considering. Got nothing to really complain about other than the Tennessee mud. On the front, we've got a worn 10S, Xeon 10S synthetic. And I think this is a Harbor Freight hook. Yeah, I think it's a Harbor Freight hook. I like it because it's longer. It accommodates the D-ring. The soft shackle's better than the standard metal. And the metal one, it's got the safety thing rusts on the worn ones or whatever. And yeah, these D-rings were on it. Let's see. I think these are factory LEDs. Yeah, this when we bought the rig, as earlier stated, this came on it. Nice rigid off-road light and a quarter-check aluminum bumper with skid. So I'm pretty happy with that. Lightweight. Doesn't rust. It'll corrode eventually, but get a little bit of rust here, but that's to be expected for being a 2020. I think we put this on too. This little foot protector deal. It works pretty slick. Keeps the chips off and flings the bugs up over a little better. And we've added some front end parts. We got some steer smarts, tie rod, drag link, steer smarts, sector shaft brace. So we added the metal cloak rear sway bar frame end link brace. Apparently that, in behind this bolt right here, the little bracket that hangs down there, there's not much to it and they tend to crack over time. For what we've seen, this one hasn't, thankfully, so we alleviated that with putting that brace on. It's pretty bolt-on, pretty simple, not that expensive, and peace of mind. Got a couple of bullet point mounts. That's the rail system, a phone holder and a GRMS holder currently. This is what we used last. That's been pretty handy. We have a GoPro mount as well, but that's in our other vehicle from another trip we just took. And we've got another ball mount here. We're probably going to hook our iPad mini on that for using the Onyx off-road for long trips. But two of these, but I took one out to accommodate another one of these. We upgraded from my previous tent, which I really like, was a 23-0 Walkabout 56, and we wanted to go a little lighter and a little easier to set up because I'm not getting any younger. And this has turned out to be a really nice investment, this Free Spirit Recreation. This is the Aspen. It's a V-tent. Really lightweight, really low. Like it a lot. Inflatable mattress, insulated. Yeah, really nice tent. It's been a really good addition. Bolted up there pretty slick, pretty easy. Around the back here, we've got this fridge, this ICECO fridge on this DFG slider. We've had this quite a few years. Still works phenomenal. Really happy with the fridge. Still sips power, keeps stuff cold, does everything it's supposed to do. Doesn't have a fancy app for your phone, but that's okay. For the price, I didn't care. The fridge slider is mounted on this bracket, this rack that bolts to the rail on the side and one bolt down through the bed. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. I'll post it in the description if I can remember where we got it, but it works pretty slick. As you can see, she's full of stuff right now. We went on a snow wheeling trip last weekend, New Hampshire and back. Had a pretty good time and tested out some gear. I'm going to probably have a video on that, this diesel heater here, but she's still freighted because we're going on another trip next weekend, so it's still packed, other than food. We'll get some Max Tracks all mounted up in there. Put these chase lights on a couple weekends ago, just so we're compliant with the people we're riding with, and people can see you from behind if it's dusty and snowy and stuff. Over here we have some dirt. Over here we have the 23-0 270 awning. This has been on a couple, 3 vehicles. Really like that a lot. I've got 2 panels that zip in that make this a complete enclosure if necessary. Makes it pretty slick, gets you out the weather and whatnot. For power, I was a little torn on what I wanted to do for accessory power. I didn't want to run stuff off shore battery or the vehicle battery for obvious reasons. I wanted accessory power. Historically, I've got a small Blue Eddy EB150 that I use to run the fridge. It worked phenomenal. But the caveat with that is the 12-volt cigarette lighter output is only 8 amp. Not enough for the startup of the diesel heater. That requires like 12 or 15. It'll work on a 10, but sometimes it'll fault out. So instead of spending a whole bunch of money and not sure where I wanted to put it, not sure how long we're going to keep this vehicle, I didn't want to buy a bunch of red arc stuff and a DC charger and all that stuff and mount it in here, then trade vehicle's going to tear it all back out. So I did some price evaluation and I opted for another solar generator, and it's right here. This is the Blue Eddy AC200 Max. As you can clearly see here, it says 2048 watt hours. And I've got it lashed in there on that seat folded down on the front and on the back, and it holds it in there pretty slick. I chose this primarily for the 12 volt output. It's got a 30 amp output. Requires a special plug. It's called an aviation plug. But this typical 12 volts only 10 amps, so that wasn't going to be enough. It probably was enough, but I didn't trust it, and I needed to upgrade my battery anyway. And this has got more than ample power to charge everything, all the drones and cameras and phones. It's got a thing on the top. You can set your phone on it for the MagSafe dealie, and all kinds of outputs, plenty. And it's got a fast charge. You can charge it to 80% in like 45 minutes if you got enough solar. And we've got some solar. We got 400 watt, 200 watt panels, foldable panels, and we have 2 100 watt that's going to be mounted up here on the top of that fridge here. And as soon as it warms up enough, they'll make it stick. Got a couple of, and this is pretty basic stuff, a couple of military surplus MOLLE bags. Got the winch controller on this fella right here. And this one I've got a D-ring, soft shackle, and the aluminum pulley for synthetic rope, I'm sorry. Right here we've got battery jump starter, keep it right handy. Of course, you got your fire extinguisher right handy in case you need it. And the all-important hat in case it gets cold. How I've got these packed right now for the cold weather. The summer, the configuration will be a little bit different, but it'll be pretty much the same. With the Morphlate kit here, it's been working out great. And behind that is my ARB twin in a box. Did a review on that. And right up there, and if you want to check that out, pretty slick. And I got a recovery bag I took out just moments ago, just a small knapsack. I got a kinetic rope in there, some soft shackles, and tree saver. This little ladder, little portable ladder dealy, just a little step stool, whatever, to get up in the back. This bag here has got tent stakes, tent mallet, some ratchet straps to hold the awning when it's all deployed. and some other miscellaneous ropes and whatnot in here. This here, they're collapsible poles, like a hiking stick without the hiking stick parts. It's just a collapsible pole, extends like 6 feet. I bought these. I wasn't sure if it was going to get any snow last weekend. We planned on snow, but then it didn't. This is to put inside your tent, rooftop tent, with a snow load. That thing will settle down on you, which I've seen that happen. So I've got these just to hold that open. They weren't that expensive. Camping chairs, of course. Little hatchet just in case. Then the other side, just a couple of things. Some diesel fuel, anti-gel, and don't leave home without it. You got to have TP. That's most important. And inside this little bag, just to keep it from rattling, I've got Ryobi battery. I have a 1/2-inch impact, and inside this little dealie here just to protect it. It's a Ryobi inflator, deflator for the rooftop tent inflatable mattress. Works pretty slick. Takes seconds. Inflate it or deflate it. Works nice. Summertime, that'll probably have bug dope and tick spray and that kind of stuff in there, but for the winter, that's how she works. Well, that's a little bit of a walk around with our Overland rig. Hope you enjoyed the video, and again, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. We appreciate you. Hit the like button and the notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded, and we'll see you out on the trail. Thanks for watching.